Welcome everybody to my bonus episode of Desert Strike, which will contain absolutely no footage of the game. Instead, I'm just gonna have some photos of pictures that I took while I was over in Iraq. I served there from May 2007 until July 2008 with the 2nd Brigade Combat Team, 3rd Infantry Division. 3rd Infantry Division is one of their nicknames is the Rock of the Marne. So we had the Marne Express, which was a helicopter service that flowed from different forward operating bases to other forward operating bases. And so a lot of times you'd be going on missions or going places, you would take the helicopter route. So got a lot of pictures from there. It wasn't the Apache like Goose was flying there in Desert Strike, but it was a Black Hawk helicopter. So, but we also did patrols on the ground. Here's some pictures I took when I was with an explosive ordnance disposal team, looking for IEDs, clearing roadways and routes, just of any debris that could potentially be hiding an IED, an improvised explosive device. We had these cool little robots that EOD could use to, I got some pictures of them on the screen, like practicing on training on dummy grenades. So it was important to establish security in the area so that we could help build relationships with the Iraqi people. And one of the ways that we built a lot of good relationships with people was through humanitarian aid. The area was, Arab Jabor, was mainly a farming area run by the Sunnis. Now the Sunnis were basically in power when Saddam Hussein was in power. So they, were kind of favored, but then when Saddam Hussein was overthrown, then the Shiite took a majority, and they kind of neglected the Sunnis. Basically now they were like, well, now we're in power, we're going to neglect this area down here. So it was really important for us to help these people be able to stand up on their own, because the government wasn't necessarily helping them. Now, I said it was a strictly farming area, so we helped them restore the Yusufia pump station, which pumped water from the Tigris River to their farmlands, so they can build, plant crops. We helped them build up a farming infrastructure. We also did medical clinics, hygiene type clinics, things just to get the people, care. One of the pictures back there, little girl in the pink was Noor. She was one of our more successful stories. She was born with improperly developed eyes, corneas, and we ended up getting her flown over to America to get surgery to be able to see. So that was nice that we helped them. We also, like I said, tried to help the country out by, just securing it and keeping the people safe from the insurgency, because, bombs like IEDs and stuff and that they would place, they didn't discriminate. I mean, they'd target American soldiers, they could target Iraqi civilians walking around. So it was one of our jobs to, secure the area. We do that by, conducting patrols, finding weapon caches, removing the weapon caches, eliminating people who we caught doing terrorist type acts. Then we also vetted individuals. We stood up a kind of a militia type force, the Sons of Iraq, which was just like a hometown militia that gave the people a job and helped them, secure their own communities, because there was only so many American soldiers around. So they were like a force multiplier. So some of the pictures later on we're going to see is training the Iraqi army and Iraqi police to basically augment our numbers there on the ground and give them the responsibility of taking care of their own country. So here we are. We set up in our base. We set up Forward Operating Base Kalsu. We set up a NCO Academy, Non-Commissioned Officers Academy, to train Iraqi enlisted members how to be better soldiers. They're the back, as the American Army says, the NCO is the backbone of the Army. So we wanted to build a strong NCO corps for the Iraqi Army. We also tried to get them, we had police, National Guard policemen from New Jersey and Delaware come by, and they were had a little police academy to help train some of the Sunni men down there to get into the Shiite-run police academy. So now it was a lot of work over there, but we also had time to rest and relax. So we had different things. We had Freedom Rest. That was the picture where the kid was diving. Here's me at Freedom Rest, just relaxing, smoking a cigar. There's a lot of people smoked over there because you can get Cuban cigars over there, which are normally illegal in America, but you can get a lot over there. So yeah, I smoked a lot of cigars over there. It was just one way to relax and take the edge off. We also did stuff like sports with each other, intramural sports, and just interacting with the people. As we made friends with civilians. Sometimes we'd go out and have dinner with them. Like I said, just build little community things. Here we have against local nationals. We play sporting events against them. We had a lot of individuals who worked on the base from other countries to do stuff like maintenance work and all. So I did a lot of fooling around too with one of the things I just put was Bovine. He was my little cow stuffed toy that I got. And so I'd take him around with me whenever I went on patrol, and I'd try to get pictures of him everywhere. So people who follow Marty Mouse House will realize who Bovine is. I put some pictures of him with interacting with my rats. But just to lighten the mood, I'd carry him around, and people seem to enjoy Mr. Bovine. So you didn't have a lot of cows over in Iraq because it's a desert, and cows consume a lot of water. So mainly their food for like protein and meat was sheep, because sheep didn't require as much water. So one of our biggest success stories was the butcher of Al Jabor. He was a man who we gave a micro grant to help him raise money to build up a flock of sheep, and then he basically started his own like butchering business, where he would like make like almost like he'd make like burgers basically out of kind of like a food cart basically at first, and then he actually ended up building a brick and mortar store. So, and then the local Sons of Iraq, who we were paying to help secure the area, then they would go and spend money with at his place, and so it just grew, and it was really cool. I did a story on it, and I remember President George Bush actually referenced it in one of his talking points to the media. So that was a good time for me there. So as you see, Bovine, he got a lot of good times there. So but of course the best thing that made Iraq enjoyable was for all the heat and being away from family and the danger that you're in, what really made it was just the people that you served with. I was with a great group of people. I've listed their names in the video description here, but they basically made my tour bearable. I'm sure I did not make it bearable for them though, because as you can see, I was a little kind of goofy. Yeah, look at that bum right there. I was definitely not the greatest soldier in the world. I was a pretty decent journalist, but wasn't the greatest soldier. But like I said, I served with a lot of great people who did a lot of great work, and definitely made the country and my life better. So, and here's just some miscellaneous photos that I couldn't really categorize. A kid with one eye, a couple who was nice enough to take a little pose for us. There's another and their family photo. And here is Red Dress Goat Girl. She's a very interesting story, mainly because of I have no idea what happened to her, and our interaction was very interesting. So I like to just exaggerate and make up she could have been my wife. Really long story, but it's a interesting one. So yeah, you entertain yourself by making up stories and stuff like that. So, and each of these photos all have a story behind them, and I can probably write a book about it. Actually, I wrote a fiction book. It's the one that you may have seen on Facebook that I got rejected for quite a few times. But yeah, if it ever gets published, I'm gonna have to do some draft work on it. But I dedicated it to all the people that I served with over in Iraq, because like I said, it kind of deals with a veteran returning home from Iraq. So, but great people, and thanks to all those who I served with, and thanks to all our veterans who continue to serve to this day. Appreciate everything, and appreciate you for sticking around and checking out this video. Take care of yourselves, have a good one, and I'll see you in my next Let's Play. Have a good day. If you have any questions about any of the specific photos, just reference the photo in the timestamp and in the comments, and I'll give you more background. Take care, have a good one. Thanks everyone, bye.